first day of December 2024. Oh my gosh, we made it. You guys, we're going to talk about why your legs lift during the roll up. But first, because this is time sensitive, if you are watching this before the end of day, December 2nd on 2024, then you need to head straight to opc.me/Black Friday Cyber Monday, BFCM, opc.me/BFCM to check out our amazing deals. We have deals on the flashcards, we have deals on my legacy classes and workouts, and we have deals on joining OPC. Those do end on December 2nd, 2024. So if you're watching this on December 3rd, I'm so sorry. But guess what? We also have the tour coming up. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about why your legs lift on the roll up in just a second. But they have the tour starting on December 6th, 2024. It's going to go all the way till January 6th. 7th, January 8th, 2025. So holy moly. Okay. So if you're watching this anywhere between December 6th and January 8th, 2024 through 2025, I want you to go to opc.me/tour and see if we're coming to a city near you. We have so many cities sold out, but if there is a spot left in any spot, any city, I would love for you to come. It means the world to me when I meet our YouTube subscribers in person, just like when we meet our OPC members in person. It's so fun to get to know you, to see your body, and then that inspires the videos that we do. Okay, so why are your legs lifting during the roll up? I have had this question 7 times since this first one came through. Just this year alone, we get some variation of why do my legs lift during the roll up all year long, every single year. So this won't be the last time we talk about this, but I do want to kind of like address all of you who've asked this. Some of you have said you have a C-section. Some of you have said you're a runner. Some of you said you're a cyclist. Some of you just said you've been doing Pilates for 6 months. Why can't you still do the roll up? Let me just explain that you don't need to be able to do the roll up to be a Pilates practitioner. Do you need to be able to do the roll up to do a lot of things? Yes, it is going to be part of your role of the access of advanced exercises. But if you're only practicing the roll up to get the roll up, excuse me, that is going to keep you from doing the roll up. Excuse me. So your legs are lifting during the roll up because so many reasons. This is why I love our OPC members sending videos in, because then I can actually see what is going on. Some of your legs will lift because your lower back is tight. Therefore, it's really hard for you to find length. It doesn't mean we slouch. This is not round. This is slouch. Some of it's so tight you can't actually stretch that lower back to round up. So your legs are like, oh, let me help you. You want the stomach to come to the legs, and bring the legs to the stomach. Okay. Some of you, your lower back's not necessarily tight. It's probably like normal mobility, but your lower abs are weak. Your glutes are weak and your hip flexors are really strong. Therefore, your legs are like, oh, you want to come here? I'll come to you. Okay. So those are 2 reasons. You could also have scoliosis. That could also affect your legs lifting during the roll up. You could have a dead butt. Dead butt syndrome is a thing. Dead butt syndrome means that your butt doesn't work. And so when you're coming up, there's a part of the roll up. If you look in the videos that I talked about this a lot in the roll up, is a part in the roll up where the glutes have to actually turn on. And it's not that you're squeezing so much that you tuck. That's not what we're talking about here, because that would actually not be the longest round shape, right? You're squeezing the outer hips so much that the hip flexors are still on, but not able to dominate the conversation. All right. So, what do we do? Well, because I don't know each person's specific roll up situation, I have to actually see it. Some people come up with a flat back. Well, that's why your legs lift. Some people slouch to roll up. Well, you've lost the opposition, right? So, presuming you're using a pole and you're lifting long to roll up and your legs are still wanting to come up, I want to see you use the magic circle between your inner thighs. I then want to see you use the magic circle outside the feet. We have these as tutorials on this channel, so you can squeeze in and you can push out. All right. So I want to see that. I need you to use your inner. Oh, okay. When I use my inner thighs, my legs can stay down. Oh, when I use my inner thighs, they stay down more, but not all the way. Okay, then put on the outside of the feet. Ooh, okay. When I use it on the outside of my feet, I get my outer hips. That's why the strap really, really works. Now, I had someone say, I use the strap, but I'm still coming up with a flat back. That to me is a sign you don't have inner thighs, you don't have glutes. So you're using the strap, but you're kind of hanging off of it versus using it to pull the energy back in. So magic circle is going to help with both inner thigh strength, outer hip strength, but we need these glutes to turn on. So as I mentioned earlier, practicing the roll up to get better at the roll up is really not the way to go. What I want you to play with is rolling like a ball. We have a video here on this channel where you put the magic circle around the knees, and that helps you turn your glutes on and work rolling through your spine. Why do I want you to do that? I want you to stretch your back, because if your back is tight, we have to stretch it. Rolling like a ball is a great place to do that. So is seal. So both of those are really, anytime you go overhead, it is actually, especially in the beginning of the mat, to stretch your back, okay? Then I want you to look at your single leg kick and double leg kick and thigh stretch. Those exercises on the mat are going to stretch the front of your thighs while working the hamstrings and glutes. Okay. So if we're stretching the front of our thighs, that's going to help. If the tight hip flexors is why your legs are lifting up, that is going to mitigate that. And then strengthen the hamstrings and glutes means you have some muscle to anchor your legs into the mat. Yeah. That you can help turn on. So Pilates is the art of like everything working together, but nothing is overworking or underworking. So when I hear that the legs are lifting, it's a sign to me that there are things overworking and there's things underworking. So using the other exercises to strengthen what's weak and stretch what's tight is going to help create balance for your future roll-ups. Okay. If you have access to a reformer like I'm on today, I want you doing stomach massage round, and I want you to be doing your short box round and your tree. Okay, those are going to be excellent places. I also want you working your side sit-ups on your short box. That's going to be huge. And I would love to know what your what the 100 looks like with one spring and your feet on the foot bar. All right. Though using that's gonna be helpful. If you have access to a Cadillac, I want to see your rollback. Do your feet come off the poles when you do your rollback? If so, that is a sign you're hanging off of the springs and you're not doing a two-way stretch. And pull-ups, same thing. I then want to see your rolling stomach massage. I want to see you do breathing. If you have access to the one to chair, I want you to push down on the one to chair with two springs. I could keep going, but do you see how we can actually get better at the roll up by not practicing the roll up, instead using the roll up to provide feedback of where our practice needs to go, which is why my flashcards are so great, because they help you work the whole system. So hopefully this gave you some ideas into what's going on with your roll up. If you have questions about this, feel free to put the comments below. But I really would love for you to join us at OPC, because then you can actually take a video of your roll up. I can see it and I can tell you exactly what you need to do, because there, like I said, I had 7 of these different variations of this question before we went live with this today. And I can tell you right now, out of 7 of them, definitely 6 of you have different issues. All right. So that is what Pilates is, just so nuanced, and just it's not black and white. Everyone wants it to be, but it's not. So thank you so much for watching. Do we have any questions, Brad? No, we're good. All right. Make sure you check out the tour, opc.me/tour, and our deals that end on December 2nd, 2024, opc.me/BFCM. Thank you so much. I'll be back next Sunday. Have an amazing day.